The civil rights movement was a struggle for social justice that took place mainly during the 1950s and the 1960s for Black Americans to gain equal rights under the law in the United States of America.
What were the main goals of the civil rights movement? The civil rights movement was an era dedicated to activism for equal rights and treatment of African Americans in the United States. During this period, people rallied for social, legal, political, and cultural changes to prohibit discrimination and end segregation.
The three best accomplishments of the civil rights movement were the Supreme Court declares bus segregation unconstitutional in 1956, the 1960 presidential election, and the decretion of interstate travel in 1960.
Rosa Parks occupied an iconic status in the civil rights movement after she refused to vacate a seat on the bus in favor of a white passenger in Montgomery, Alabama.
The Montgomery bus boycott resulted in the Supreme Court ruling segregation on public buses unconstitutional. Segregation played towards civil rights and trans equality. The Montgomery bus boycott helped eliminate early barriers to transport access. Her actions helped rise international awareness of racism in the United States.
The boycott took place from December 5, 1955 to December 20, 1956, and is regarded as the first large-scale U.S. demonstration against segregation. Rosa Parks was a brave woman. Rosa Parks was arrested and fined for violation of a city ordinance, but her lonely act of defiance began a movement that ended the rule that Black people have to get to the back. But her lonely act of defiance began a movement that ended the rule that Black people have to get to the back. Sadly, Rosa Parks died Monday evening at her home of natural causes, with close friends by her side. She was 92.
The boycott also brought national and international attention to the civil rights struggles occurring in the United States, as more than 100 reporters visited Montgomery during the boycott to profile the effort and its leaders. The civil rights ended in 1968. After 1966, the civil rights movement began to fracture between those who favored nonviolent means to active integration and younger, more radical leaders who want to fight for Black power. The split allied some white allies.